Hello everyone, this is Chi, the EDNP, and welcome to episode 6 on my channel. It's titled How to Beat the NCLEX Beast. How to Beat the NCLEX Beast. Now, the NCLEX is a very daunting exam. You may ask, why is it daunting? The NCLEX is a learning exam. Now, what that means is it gets easier or harder depending on how you're doing as you take the exam. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty part. Brief info about the NCLEX. The NCLEX has a maximum of 265 questions and a minimum of 75 questions. Now, a lot of people finish the NCLEX exam in 75 questions. Some people go all the way up to 265. Essentially, you have 6 hours to take the exam, including all breaks and tutorials. Now, secondly, what kind of questions do you think you'll see on the exam is another question that is commonly asked. Now, on NCLEX exam, you can see anywhere from multiple choice questions to fill in the blanks to mathematical drug calculations to ordered response. What that means is that the exam tells you to put certain items in specific orders. You can also see hotspots, drag and drop. You can also see questions that include all types of media. So you can hear a sound. There can be a sound for you to play and for you to identify what kind of lung sound that you hear during the exam. There can also be a video where it's asking you to identify what type of skill you're seeing on the video. Also, there can be tables, charts, and all types of basically media. So you can get an EKG strip and the question can be asking you to identify a lethal rhythm. You can get graphics, you can get charts. And just so you guys know, all of these testing items have gone through extensive review. They have been tested on people like you guys and myself. And the research has proven them to be fair questions. So there's no disputing NCLEX questions. Now, what area does the NCLEX cover? The NCLEX basically covers around 7 or 8 specific areas, and here they are in order of highest percentage to lowest percentage. So you have management of care, which takes up 20% of your exam. You then have pharmacological and parenteral therapies, and that takes up 15% of your exam. You now have physiological adaptation that takes up 14% of your exam. You then have a reduction of risk potential, 12%, safety and infection control, 12%, psychosocial integrity, 9%, basic care and comfort, 9%, and health promotion and maintenance, also 9%. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty part. How do you study for the NCLEX? How do you really beat the NCLEX beast? Now, for many of you that don't know, I took the NCLEX 2 times, and if you want to ask me, or many people would ask, well, why did you have to take it twice? Well, the first time I took it, I graduated top of my class, top 5%. I thought that I could just get by on just some studying and some questions here and there, not really studying super hard because I had aced my classes, and I went on there and failed. So the second time around, I then developed a more extensive study plan that actually worked for me and has worked for many other people whom I've given this study plan to. Now, I developed a 6-week study plan, which entails 3 weeks of content and 3 weeks of questions. People think that you can just review content forever and ever, and once you memorize the content, you'll do well. That's a lie. What matters in NCLEX studying or in passing your NCLEX is questions. You need to spend way more time on questions than you do actually reviewing content. Now, 3 weeks on content, like I said, and 3 weeks on questions. You can literally study 5 days a week for all of those weeks for at least 6 to 8 hours a day. This is enough to take the NCLEX. You don't need any extra studying or doing anything extra. Now, your review should definitely include making note cards for difficult to remember items, especially atypical drugs and particular drug classes, lab ranges. And then during the weekends for your content review, or really daily, you need to look at your note cards every day. And you need to look at all of them and try to say them all out loud without looking at the actual note cards till you take the NCLEX. That's what you need to do. The last 3 weeks, questions should be done only 5 days a week during the week. 6 hours, you're going to sit down and take 265 questions in one sitting, no breaks or a minimum of 2 breaks to simulate taking the real NCLEX exam. You're then going to spend the rest of your day reviewing these questions actually reviewing the rationales, both the questions you answered correctly and the questions that you did not answer correctly. You need to also be looking up words that you don't understand, medical terms and disease processes that you have not grasped properly. This review should take you the next 3 hours of your day. After this, put away your books, relax, have a life, go and have fun, watch a movie, do something fun. On the weekends, you can do about 50 questions a day and read the rationale. Outside of this, please no other studying. You do not want to overload your brain. Rest, have fun. All of this leading up to the day of the NCLEX, the day before the NCLEX. Now, the day before the NCLEX, you need to do very, very light studying, reviewing your note cards, 20 questions and rationales at the most, nothing more, nothing less. After you're done with that, relax, watch a movie, do something incredibly fun. This particular method, guys, works for me. I truly, really believe that it will work for you. It has worked for other people who have, even before I've given them this study plan, have taken the NCLEX multiple times. This works. Now, let me get down to the review books that I utilize to study for the NCLEX. Now, Kaplan has a content review book that they have that reviews, basically has all the content you need to study for the NCLEX. It's literally called Kaplan NCLEX Review Study Guide. If you read that book from cover to cover, you are covered for the NCLEX. You don't need to do any additional content review. Now, as far as answering questions, there is a database called UWorld. I have no experience with that database. A lot of people have used that database to answer questions for the NCLEX. They say it's great. The study review books that I have used on my own, both when I teach in school, when I teach College of Nursing, and when I took the NCLEX, are the following books. First one, this is the Saunders NCLEX RN Examination Review book. It basically has literally thousands of high quality review questions that you can take to review for your NCLEX. That's it. Saunders NCLEX RN Examination Review book. The next one is the Mosby's Comprehensive Review of Nursing, also NCLEX Examination Review books. This one actually has 4,200 questions that you can take during your study or your review for the NCLEX. The last one is the Lippincott Question and Answer Review for the NCLEX RN. This particular one actually has more than 6,000 questions for the NCLEX that you can use to review. Now, these books are not just only good for the NCLEX, guys. These books are good for you to practice and really make your content in your nursing classes stick. So if it's not time for you to take the NCLEX, I would highly recommend you get these books to be able to review the content you are actually learning in class. Now, a lot of people have a common misconception that in nursing school, or rather when taking exams relating to nursing school, all you really have to do is review content. Very false. You need to review content and answer questions in a way that makes the content stick. So you need to answer questions in order to apply the knowledge. Until you have applied the knowledge, it will not stick. You're just basically memorizing. So not only will these books actually assist you in making the content for the NCLEX review stick, it will actually assist you in making your content in your classes stick. So please, please, please get these books. Start answering these questions now. If you're on track to graduate next May, this December, now would be a great time to get these books and start getting into reviewing for the NCLEX. Just by reviewing for your classes and your exams. All right, guys, I want to use this opportunity to encourage you. I believe that you will do great. I believe that you will pass the NCLEX in 75 questions. If I have done it, I believe that you can do it. All you have to do is stick to this study plan, and this is almost a guarantee you will do great. Good luck, and I know you guys will graduate and be the best possible nurses you can ever be. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel or follow me at Chai the EDNP. Thank you.